Okay everyone, welcome back to the Long Dark. We are exactly where we left off. We are here in Trapper's Cabin and we are carrying on with our mission. We're heading to Broken Railroad, that is the plan. The wind outside appears to have died down, so all being well we should be good. I'm debating whether to take the hunting rifle with me, simply because I know I'm going to need food and one of my only ways of getting that is to hunt. So I'm kind of, I don't know. I'm almost thinking there might be one over there, because it's a heavy thing to carry and a heavy thing to have to bring back. That's my only worry. So I'm kind of thinking, no, let's leave it here, and we'll go with what we've got, and then we haven't got to lug it all the way back again. But it's quite a trek that we've got on the cards here. I'm actually going to take a bit more of that. It's quite a trek we've got on the cards here, because we're going to have to make it all the way across Forlorn Muskeg to get to Broken Railroad. So that is the plan right now. So let us head out. And hopefully the weather is not going to be too bad. No, it's actually okay. What's the temperature like? -11 is what it feels like, but that's okay. That's not too bad. Okay, so let's make our way over then. So we've got to get up towards Camp Office. But we're not heading to Camp Office. We're actually going to head across to the right, not the left towards Camp Office. That takes us to... I heard a noise then. That made me jump. That takes us up towards the tunnel, and that is the pass through to Forlorn and Muskeg. So there's good stuff happening. We've got deer out on the roaming around there, so no wolves about. So that should be okay. And the bear is probably round here. It's where it's been spending most of its time. It's over here, watching out for us from above. As we make our way up the hill and round towards Camp Office. So yes, last time I made a bit of a mistake. I very, very nearly killed myself. Very, very... Oh, there's the bear down there. Very, very nearly ended the series a little bit prematurely there. And that just shows how easy it is to slip, particularly in Stalker mode. If you're in any of the other modes, it's a little bit more forgiving. But if you're in Stalker or Interloper, the slightest mistake will pretty much finish you off, so you really do need to be careful. We should be fairly safe where we are. I'm getting progressively lower and lower down the slope. There we go. The bear's actually climbing up the slope, so the bear can actually climb up that slope. So that's something to bear in mind. Oh, that was an inadvertent joke there. That wasn't deliberate. Right, okay, so we're going to be heading kind of... Well, we're going to go down here, but then we're going to stick to the right, not the left, like we normally do. And the only slight thing about this is there may well be wolves lurking about. Okay, so I'm just going to bear myself around. I keep saying that. It's a bad joke. It's not even intentional. It's just a bad, unintentional pun. Okay, so we're going to head over this way. Lots of fallen sticks and things here. I probably should be picking these up, actually. I keep thinking I shouldn't really be picking too much stuff up because I'm going to need to lug everything back, and I want to try and do this in as few trips as possible. But thinking about it, I'm going to be burning these, so I won't need to carry them back, will I? Okay, so you can see our target. You can just see the rail cars up ahead behind all the trees. That's where we're going. That's where we need to get to. A few fallen limbs and things around as well. I don't want to waste any time harvesting stuff right now. I'd rather just keep going. I want to try and get across Broken Railroad before it goes dark. Trying to avoid getting stranded on Forlorn Muskeg. It's pretty good travelling conditions at the moment, but in the Long Dark things can change very, very quickly, so don't want to hang about too much. Keep your eyes open for wolves as well around here, because the wolves do lurk around here, so keep your eyes open. I'm also very interested where that goes. I think that must bring you out by where the bear lurks. So it's probably not a particularly good, quick way of getting back to Trapper's Cabin. Okay, here we go then. So we're heading into the transition area. Transition area, I think, for Forlorn Muskeg is relatively short. Uh-oh. 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 No good. Let's get ourselves through the transition. I knew there were wolves around, so we should be able to get away from them. Here we go. There we are. So we're leaving Mystery Lake, so they won't be following us. Hopefully. Okay, so we're now in Forlorn Muskeg. So this is the first time we've been to Forlorn Muskeg in this playthrough. It's a pretty much direct transition. There isn't really a transition area between the two. It just goes straight into Forlorn Muskeg. And we're going to follow the railroad, basically. We want to follow the railroad. We want to go right the way across Forlorn Muskeg and out the other side. Temperature feels like -8. It's getting warmer, so that's good. I'm going to try not to do too much sprinting, because that's going to tire us out. Basically, I want to get to the tunnel on the other side pretty directly. I'd rather not have to stop midway along if I can avoid it. But obviously I've got to bear in mind, there's a cairn over there though. I don't particularly want to miss the opportunity to get the cairns. Or discover them. Because they're pretty cunningly hidden, the vast majority of these cairns. These are little Easter eggs. Collectibles, if you like. Its story has not yet been written. It probably needs to be though. Okay, so we're going to... I say I'm not going to do too much sprinting, and there I am sprinting. Right, let's carry on then. We want to... Oh, the wind's picking up a bit. We do have a midway stop-off. We can stop off in all these derailed railway cars. We can stop in them. There's one that we can get inside.
Jesus, it's cold.
You're not wrong there. -17. It's got something very, very much colder. That'll be the wind. Forlorn Muskeg's a pretty unforgiving region. It is a pretty unforgiving region. It's not very pleasant. That's why I was a bit reluctant to try and get over to the forge. The forge is over there on the far side of this map, but it's pretty tricky to get across this map. There's no man-made shelter anywhere here, apart from the barn at the far side. There's what looks to me to be, I think it's just a rock outcrop. I thought it was a bear, but I think it's a rock outcrop. And I guarantee you there will be wolves lurking down the railroad somewhere along here. It's never simple getting across Forlorn Muskeg.
God, it's never been so cold.
Okay, I think I am going to have to make a stop actually. You can just see the barn right in the very, very distance there. That's the barn where the forge is. I think I am going to have to stop in the derailed rail car just to warm up. More than anything else. We'll do a short... I think there's a fire barrel in it, if I remember. And we can do a short fire in there just to get ourselves through. I can't remember which side you have to get in on, if it's this side or that side. I think it's probably that side. So we're going to have to go between the cars, I think, get round to the far side. But I will check before I go round. No, it is this side. Here we are. Nice little stop-off point. And a few things. We've got a sport vest, which I'm going to leave. We've got some accelerant. We've got some coal, which I'm actually going to chuck on the fire. We've got some scrap metal. Some reclaimed wood. A bit more coal. What we've got in this container. Absolutely nothing. And a bit more coal. So we're going to be okay for warmth in here, I think. Potentially. I'm going to save my books, I'm going to use my stick, and I'm going to use that accelerant. I'm not going to bother taking the charcoal. We're just going to light the fire. There we go. So, fire barrel lit. Fire burning. Let's chuck these 2 bits of reclaimed wood on the fire. I know you have to... If we just try and add the coal, you have to wait about half an hour before you can add coal. Coal is really good. It puts a lot of heat out. It adds about an hour to the fire burn time for each lump of coal that you chuck on. And it puts a heck of a lot of heat out, but you have to wait half an hour before you can actually add coal to a fire. So we're kind of just going to have to wait a little bit here. I might use the time actually to make some water. Let's just do a little water melt. I'm not going to make too much because I'm carrying quite a bit anyway, but I don't want to risk running out. So we shall use the time to make some water. There we go, and I'm hoping that tips us over our half an hour. Not quite, we've got to wait 4 more minutes. Of course, that's not 4 minutes real time, that's 4 minutes game time. Hypothermia risk is healed, so that's good. I am obviously just trying to kill time. Hopefully that'll be enough now. No, we're going to wait a little bit longer. There we go, now we've added some coal. So that's chucked an hour or so and really pumps up the heat output. So that will help get us nice and warm. 20 degrees, 21 degrees, 22 degrees. So we're going to warm up quite nicely here, and that's what we want. When we go back outside again, we want to make sure that we are very, very warm. And I am going to pop my bedroll down and sleep for an hour. Just an hour, so my dehydration shouldn't be a problem. Basically just want to make sure I'm fully warm and I'm fully rested. I'm crouching down, by the way, just to stay out of the wind. I don't think it makes any difference, but there we go. Right, okay, so I don't see the point in taking a torch because that's just going to blow out very, very quickly. I've still got an hour left on this fire, but it is getting dark. That's my only concern. I do need to drink though, so let's just drink some water. Now, what condition is that meat in? I brought it with me. 34. That's only going to give me 29 calories. So I'm going to risk it. I'm probably going to regret it, but I'm going to risk it. Oh, got away with it. Excellent. Okay, so I know I'm wasting a bit of a fire here, but I kind of want to get going again. Okay, let's go. I know I'm wasting a bit of a fire, but let's get ourselves going. I really do want to get to the other side if I can. We're halfway across. That's about the halfway point. So if we keep tracking the rails. -9, so the temperature's actually not that bad. So I'm hoping we can just make it across to the other side. But you can see how unforgiving Forlorn Muskeg is. There's basically nothing here. It's this frozen lake, essentially. A frozen marshland is what Forlorn Muskeg actually is. It's a series of little outcrops of land and islands that are linked together by this water. Most of this water is fragile ice. If you've never been to Forlorn Muskeg, here's a tip. Don't just walk across the ice. It's not like Mystery Lake. In Mystery Lake, you can walk across the lake and it's absolutely fine. But here, there's weak ice all over the place and you will fall through it. And if you fall through weak ice, if you ever walk around on water in the long dark and you get weak ice and you hear it cracking, for goodness sake, back up. Get off that weak ice because you've got a few seconds, literally, before you go through it. When you go through it, obviously you fall into the freezing water below. The game will pull you back out again and plonk you back on the side, but you will be soaked to the skin. Your clothes will all be wet. You'll lose all the warmth bonus from them. You'll get the risk of frostbite, hypothermia. You'll be very, very cold. Your condition will have dropped enormously, and your clothes won't keep you warm. They'll actually get you colder because they're wet. So you'll need to basically get to an indoor location and get a fire lit to warm yourself up and dry yourself out very, very quickly. So you do not want to go falling through the ice, because on Forlorn Muskeg there is no indoor locations. You'd need to set yourself up a camp, get a fire lit. If the wind's like this, you're really going to struggle to get a fire lit before you freeze to death. So don't fall through the water, and whatever you do, don't do it twice, because that is the real risk. See, short little patches like this you can walk across. It's these darker sections that you need to be a little bit more careful of. You can see the slightly darker blue sections. There tend to be the bits that are weak. In fact, can I demonstrate? Let's demonstrate it. If I walk this way. Yeah, there you go. It just popped up there, weak ice. That red thing in the middle. Just need to back away. Walking on the land is absolutely fine. The short sections are generally okay. It's where there's bigger expanses of of ice that you've got to be careful. So there's the top tip if you're on Forlorn Muskeg. Forlorn Muskeg, there's a wolf. I'll stay over this side. Forlorn Muskeg is a pretty difficult region. You can see there's a hunter's stand over there. There are a couple of caves knocking around the edge of it, which is cool. There is an ice shelter, a snow shelter, that's built for you on one side that you can actually go, if you can find it, you can go and use it. You can dismantle it, but then you need some raw materials to build it again. But there is that. And you can also, there is the barn over on the very far side. There's some burnt out farm buildings and things with it. But the barn is the only real interior man-made location on Forlorn Muskeg. And it's not a proper interior location, it's an open barn. You can get upstairs, there's like an upper section of it where I believe it's relatively safe, walls can't get up there. But again, it is open, so it's freezing unless you've got the forge lit. If you have the forge lit, it pumps a lot of heat out and you'll be absolutely fine, but obviously you need to have firewood and things to keep that going. And if it goes out, the temperature will plummet. Oh, there's another wolf over there. Excellent. So now I'm caught between a rock and a hard place. Can I... Well, can I get around this for a start? Okay, not good. Can I get... I need to get round this tree. Can I crouch underneath it? No? Can I get through this gap? No? Okay, this is an interesting problem. Not one I was expecting. Pretty sure you could do that before. Can I crawl underneath? No? Oh, I've got to go all the way back. That's just annoying. I'm pretty sure you could get round that side before. Obviously I'm being a bit conscious of the wolves, I want to be a bit careful. I've been clocked by the wolves, that's the howling. Okay, well we're very nearly there. I'm pretty sure I've gone round that side before, I don't think I've been round there, but... Hey ho. Okay, is this a campfire or is this some firewood? Oh, it's firewood. Okay, cool. We'll have that. In fact, I think it gets funnier, because I think you have to pass back to the other side to get through. Oh, that's not good. That's the wolf that's clocked me. It's that one over there. In theory, as long as I'm on this side of these cars, I should be okay. Probably won't be though, knowing my luck. Okay, let's brave Sir Robin it, because there's the tunnel. Once we're inside the tunnel, we're going to leave Forlorn Muskeg and we're going to head to Broken Railroad. I keep calling it Broken Railroad. I really hope it is actually called Broken Railroad, or this would be a bit embarrassing. I'm pretty sure it's called Broken Railroad. It is indeed called Broken Railroad. And we are, again, plunged straight back into the wind and the horrible weather. Okay, so we're going into a headwind, which is not helping us at all. But we are in Broken Railroad, so this is, obviously we came here in Wintermute. We came here in, what's the temperature like? That's full, the temperature's actually okay. So we should be fine, we shouldn't have too much of a problem. We came here in Wintermute, but we've not been in here in survival mode, so I'm interested to see what's what. And the only thing is, I've got to remember, because you can't just walk down the tracks and get to the rail yards. You have to disappear off down into the valley and walk around and come back up again. I know it's a little bit complicated, but the rail yard is our first bit of actual shelter, so we kind of need to get to it before we get to darkness, or we're going to find ourselves in a spot of bother. As we come around this way, the wind direction's changed, so we can move a bit quicker. Okay, so we've got basically there's a cave in down this way, so we have to veer off and go down here, and I'm pretty sure we have to do that here. I actually should have brought that charcoal, you know. I've got some. It's just trying to remember. I have done this before, obviously, in Wintermute, but it's just trying to remember the pathway. Ooh, I'm clearly wrong as well. I am clearly wrong. Because that is not a path that we can get down. Okay. Is there a slightly different route? Now, this is where my memory is trying to kick in a little bit, because I remember it being a little bit of a complicated route. I mean, that's a world-famous gnarly tree, so I would have thought that would be where we needed to go. But apparently not. Let's, do you know what? I'm pretty sure I remember this last time. I got hideously lost. And I really struggled to find my way down. Okay, is it this one? Is this where we gotta go? I think this is the one. Yeah, this is it. Here we go. I think we go down... Did we go down here and then we have to sort of loop around and then we climb back up again? I'm trying to remember. That's not good. Oh, that's really extremely very not good. Now, I have to make a decision at this point. Do I want to go toe-to-toe with this wolf? Or do I want to frighten it off? I'm almost tempted to go toe-to-toe with it. I'm almost tempted. Yeah, what the hell. Let's go for it. I'll have that, thank you! Okay. Ooh, I took quite a condition hit there. I was kind of hoping it wouldn't be quite so bad. Okay, we need to heal ourselves, so we need to sort out our blood loss. Which is obviously going to be the bandages. And annoyingly, there's 2 wounds. And that's going to use up both of my bandages. And then I have antiseptic. I have some more antiseptic. Okay, cool. So we are now healed. We took a bit more of a condition hit there than I was hoping. We took a 50% condition hit, which is a bit more than I was hoping for, particularly since that wolf is actually still pretty close to where we need to go, because we do need to go up where that wolf is running about. In fact, it's right there. I was kind of hoping it would go a bit further away. It's wounded. It is wounded. But I was kind of hoping it would go further away. Okay, I'm going to have to make a bolt for it here. I don't want to... Bearing in mind the condition hit that I took, I really don't want to have to fight that wolf again. Because I don't think I would survive it. Okay, so we've now got to cross here. That wolf will probably fall, by the way. We did a fair bit of damage to it, so hopefully that wolf will collapse and we'll find it on the way back later. And we can get ourselves a wolf pelt to add to our collection. Ooh, there's a campfire here. A little camp. I assume this is a relatively safe little plateau. Ooh, and some good stuff. We've got cedar firewood. We've got another hatchet. And we've got some sardines. Okay, I assume this is a relatively safe little plateau. My condition's coming up a little bit. I'm also quite conscious that we are about to hit our 25 minutes. So we've had a fairly straightforward run across Forlorn Muskeg, to be fair. Oh, oh, I think that was the wolf. I think that was the wolf going, you know. I think that was the wolf going. I think that's the sound they make when they go. I think he has died down there somewhere. It's a pretty cool view though, isn't it? Okay, so I think we head back up this way. I want to reach the rail yard if I can before we call time on this video, so we're going to go slightly over length, but that's fine. We had a relatively straightforward run across Forlorn Muskeg. Obviously we've had a bit of a wolf tussle here. which I could have avoided, and that is my normal strategy. I could have hit the flare and scared it off, but I thought, nah, let's go just toe to toe with it. Hopefully we can bring it down, and I think we have, so we can harvest that on the way back, hopefully, and get ourselves a wolf pelt. That's ultimately what we're looking for. Okay, so we are pretty close, I think, to the rail maintenance yard. I think it's down here on the right. If it's not down here... Oh, have we got to go around again? No. I think we do... Do we pass... Oh, no, we pass through here, I think. Yes, and there is actually a little locomotive here, which I think we might be able to shelter in. I mean, temperature-wise, it's actually in the plus figures. It's just my condition's so low because of that wolf attack. I don't really want to... I did take a bit more of a condition hit than I... Ooh, rabbit. Maybe jump there. I did take a bit more of a condition hit than I was hoping for. Okay, cool. So I think I can... Can I get inside here? Oh, no, I can't. I could have sworn I could. I could have sworn you could get inside here. Oh, that's a crying shame. I thought you could get inside here. That's a bit of a shame. Okay, I think this is the way we need to go. Down here. Did anybody else hear a bark? My heart rate is rather high right now. Yes, yes, yes. Wolf. Dead dude. Dead end. Not good. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Now we're in trouble. And the ominous music is playing because it knows that we are in trouble. Okay, we're going to brave Sir Rob in this. Let's get ourselves back on track. There we go. Phew! Safety! Okay, we're going to stay in here, I think, but there is our target down at the bottom. That is the rail maintenance yard that we are aiming for. So that's ultimately where we're going. But right now, I think we've hit the length of this video, so I'm going to leave you hanging. Let's just have a quick look at the glove box. So, ooh, a soda. Very useful. That's going to be the only thing we're going to find in here. But, yeah, I'm going to leave you hanging. That is our target. That's where we're going to aim for next time out. But right now, thank you so much for joining me, as always, for some more Long Dark. We are going to head down to the rail maintenance yard. We are here in Broken Railroad. We are having a little bit of an explore. We're being stalked, but never mind. That's kind of how it goes. In stalker mode. So it all fits together quite nicely. So yeah, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Really hope you've enjoyed some more Long Dark. We're going to keep going with this. We're going to try and make this series last a long time, even though I am taking a few risks travelling such a long way with so little stuff. But I just want to keep it interesting, want to keep it moving. But yeah, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. And as always, I shall see you again very, very soon.